Hi, I'm Nicola from ADHD Ireland, and I'd just like to talk to you about our advisors programme, which we propose to run under the Rethink programme. Our organisation is a leading ADHD support organisation in Ireland, and our mission in life is to improve the lives of individuals and families with ADHD. We have a vast range of resources, from support groups and online phone support to teen programs and parent training programs, but we specialise in education webinars and teacher training programs, which up to now have been done face-to-face around the country, but we've been, for the last 6 months or so, have been doing them very successfully online. ADHD affects about 170,000 young people and adults in Ireland at this present day, and about 60,000 children. And due to the lack of executive functioning, which is the core issue with ADHD, undiagnosed ADHD can have a massive negative effect on every part of a young person's life. And they're more likely to be unemployed, have unwanted pregnancies, come from broken families, have more accidents, and are more at risk of misusing alcohol and drugs to learn just trying to cope with life. Our advisors training programme is to bring together the voice of neurodiverse young people, and the project will empower and inspire young people with neurodiversity alongside informing the professionals and educators about ADHD. The development of the programme will enable advisors to be trained up and to facilitate our workshops and our support groups. And over time, hopefully, the more advisors are supported, that the more support groups and the more income comes in, and the project will become more sustainable, hopefully by year 3. Why we need the programme: the prevalence of social isolation and the anxiety, as well as the lack of resources and the lack of awareness of ADHD for this specific age group, the young people that we are trying to target. This problem is going to continue, and it's an ongoing issue. And the advisors within the advisors training programme will be the voice of these people to share their experiences and be the catalyst for change and reform. Their lived experiences within the education system can be shared with the professionals during the conferences and provide insight and understanding, enabling educators to adopt an inclusive approach to neurodiversity in their schools. What we'll do is we'll provide youth conferences, school talks and presentations, advisor-led self-development programs and education workshops, as well as members' forums and support groups. The 3-year plan looks like this, with a project manager and an ADHD coach coming on board to devise the programme. And after about 6 months, we're hoping to train up about 6 advisors, as well as do a couple of social events around the country. Year 2, we bring a researcher on board to evaluate the programme, and we train up about another 10 advisors, and then obviously that's going to impede on helping our support groups get going and our social events. But mainly we're going to be hosting 2 youth conferences by the end of year 2, and by year 3 hopefully expanding the service enough that we'll have support groups around the country, and we'll be moving out into the schools programs, and we'll also have about 4 conferences hopefully by the end of the year. I've left in a couple of videos there for you to understand ADHD that little bit more, and if you have any questions or want any more understanding about the programme, please give us a call on 01 874 8349. Thank you for your time.